Hi, I'm Billy, and today I'm going to show you how to make a rabbeted miter joint. If you make a lot of boxes like I do, then you know that miters are awesome. They look great, they're timeless, they're very clean looking, but what's not so awesome is they're a fairly weak joint. So what I do is I make a mitered rabbet joint, which means our pieces are mitered together, but there's a little rabbet on the inside here, and that creates a lot more glue surface, which means the joint's a lot stronger. So today I'm going to show you how I do that.
We start this joint by cutting dados on the ends of all of our pieces. I want my dados to be half the thickness of my workpiece, and since my pieces are a ½ inch thick, I marked for a 1/4 inch. Using my mark as a reference, I set my table saw blade at a 1/4 inch high. I also have these handy brass setup bars, which are great for setting up tools. I'll leave a link in the description below. Now that the blade is a 1/4 inch high, I move the fence over and use the same setup blocks to make sure that the fence is a 1/4 inch away from the outside of the blade. You can also use your work material for this too. Using a miter gauge, I can now cut 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch dados on the ends of all 4 of my pieces. I want the dados to be wider on 2 of the pieces, so I set the fence to the thickness of my material. Ultimately, I'm left with 2 pieces with a 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch dado, and then 2 other pieces with a 1/4 inch deep by ½ inch wide dado. Now that we cut our rabbets, I set my table saw blade at 45 degrees so I can cut the miters. Using the pieces that have short dados as a guide, I set the table saw blade so that it was slightly above the end of the workpiece. I made multiple passes until the mitered edge just kisses the rabbet. Now I have to cut the miters on the pieces that have the wider dados. I want to miter the ends of these pieces, but leave a 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch dado, so I use the same brass setup block, or you can also use your combination square to lay out a guideline. I made multiple passes on my table saw, sneaking up on my line. Your end product should look something like this, a really nice tight joint with the rabbet fully seated and the mitered edges completely closed.
So that's how you make a rabbeted miter joint. It's a really fun joint to make. It's a little bit different than the normal miters and dados that people usually use for boxes. So next time you're building a box, give this one a shot. You might really like it.